Why are we backwards?
You need to turn it off and start it.
We're not turning nothing off.
Okay.
I understand.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's us.
Mm-hmm.
So
do we look a little bit pale on this live stream? Maybe I can turn this a little bit this way, or maybe we should move this way.
Maybe we should.
Yeah, that's better.
Oh my God, we look white.
Okay, that's all right, because you know what I did today.
Guys, hello. If you're there, just hello, Ivan. Hello, Lonnie. We're happy to see you. Yeah, we will start in a moment. 1 second.
How's that? Do I look better?
No, I look red now.
Well, you can't have everything. Okay.
Maybe you did it last time.
Don't mess with it. It's going.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Kyle, how are you? You know, Kyle's always been there, hasn't he?
Yes.
He's always been there for us. Appreciate the support. To look up here. If I look down here, I apologize. Camera is up here. We thought we'd buy a webcam, and it's been the worst thing we've ever done in our lives, hasn't it?
What?
The webcam. We thought it was going to make everything better, but it doesn't.
It's good. It's good. Everything is fine. Guys, we just have a quickly. What does this word means?
Is lubricant? Oh, because your face is so white. It means you're.
So, can you please redo something?
No, why?
No strike. Do something with the quality.
No, I put the anemic filter on.
No,
leave it. It's fine.
No, can you do it a different one?
I can't.
No, the one that you just press.
Anyway, you talk about that.
Guys, today is a quick video before we go to the airport, so it's our now new routine. We will be back to Sunday proper ones very soon.
How's that?
Strike terrible. It's terrible. It looks terrible.
Well, you wanted color, right?
Now I'm green.
Anyway.
Yes. It looks terrible. I'm just telling.
It's fine. We look good in real life. It's the main thing.
You should come to Ukraine to see us.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So we decided to do this quick video because there is a lot of stuff going on. I just back from a tour. I would like to give you some updates, how it was, what is going on.
And there's a lockdown
and now it's a lockdown, and we already have our guys, and I'm going on a tour again. So I would like to share something answer some of your questions, because I know that people were waiting for March and April to come and to enjoy the time. And now again, like out of blue, absolutely out of blue, they say, oh, there is a lockdown. And so everybody's shocked, because really, like, we have so many guys who are coming, like who landing like now, who landing in Kyiv, in Kharkov. And so this is absolutely out of control and crazy. They talk about some cases, about some numbers, and they say about like full lockdown. Honestly, that is crazy. One thing I can answer the question straight ahead: the airports are open, so you can come to Ukraine. What is actually going on? I will talk about Odessa. So in Odessa, they announced the red zone.
Like you just told me about it. Like
they say that I look green. Guys, can you please just listen to us? If you don't like how I look today, I was getting ready. It's a new dress, but nothing I can do. It's just the quality. So.
Don't worry about that.
No, you just ruined my evening.
Right. Because you look green. No, you look fine. Just tell them
in real life, I look fine, but
yeah, here you don't look so green.
So anyway, yes, I would like to give you some updates. So in Odessa, they announced that the red zone starting from today, but actually the rule is that when they announce it, they have 48 hours until the law start working. Does it make sense? So when they say that it is a red zone today, doesn't mean that they're gonna cancel everything from today. They will cancel everything from the Monday. Not really helping much, but it is what it is. So what the red zone means, it means that all the schools are closed, all the gyms are closed, all the markets that are not selling food are going to be closed, all the shops. I mean, again, everything. So I honestly, after this one, I honestly don't know how the Syrian people will survive. I honestly can't even imagine, because being on like so many dates with our clients at the moment, like when I, it's one thing when you talk to the people that you know, right? Like your family, your friends, your like close circle. When I meet these new ladies and I talk to them and like in different cities, how it is, I just can't understand. Like I know that in every country it's bad, but in Ukraine, where people like really like just like battling in a like just like on survivable level, then they kind of like drop everything because of these lockdowns. So and of course during the dates, like I see that a lot of guys are asking about vaccines. Of course, that was the main question that everybody was asking. So I think that before it was not talk about religion on the first date, don't talk about politics on the first date, and I think that now we should say don't talk about COVID on the first date. But to be honest, like it was the girls who were insisting on this question. So every single lady on the date where I've been present, they was asking. So Luba asked the guy, or in English, she was asking, what do you think about the vaccine? So it was kind of like funny because I thought that the guys would ask that, but I think that here it's just so bad, and I will tell about this in a moment. Here in Ukraine, it is so bad at the moment that people just like, they're curious how it is in the different countries. So every single lady were asking like, oh, what did you do a vaccine? What do you think of a vaccine? And one of our clients, he's a doctor, he's a cardiologist, so he did a vaccine. And he was like really saying that it's the best thing ever you can do. It's very important, and he's very happy that he had chance to get it, even though he had a COVID maybe in December, I think he told me. So they've been asking that, and the second most common question that the lady were asking on a date, it was funny. Do you know which one?
Right.
they was asking like, what do you think of Biden? It was funny because like ladies were never ever like curious about politics, and like never for 11 years there was never like a discussion about like, oh, what do you think of your president? More the guys were asking about Ukrainian. But I think that this particular president, like it was so much it was so much loud around that, it was so much discussion and arguments that every lady were asking, so which one you was voting for, like what do you think of Biden? So it was kind of interesting because I think guys like talking about that, so it was giving a lot of
it's a passionate topic, isn't it?
It's a passionate topic, but there's one but, is that according to politics, like when you answer the question about your president, like it can't give you any disagreement, right? Because you just tell about the president and the lady just can absorb this information. Even though one lady, she's into politics very much and she was reading a lot of like news and stuff, she had very strict opinion, so it was against the guy. So it had some confrontation, not much, but a little bit. But about the COVID, you have to be very careful. Like if you're planning to come soon to Ukraine and you talk to the ladies, just try not to, argue much about that, because people really do have absolutely different opinions about that, right?
Yeah, I was actually talking to a friend, and she was a doctor not too long ago about that. And she was, I'm not taking the vaccine, I'm not doing it. I said, oh, interesting. Like, why is that? And she gave a whole bunch of reasons, being a doctor, I suppose. But I just see here that
everybody's getting the vaccine.
Everybody's getting, but I just see here, I can't think of who it was, but I know someone else, Stephen. It's a genetic experiment.
Yeah.
So, and and really it comes down to like which side of the news that you watch, right? And so I know exactly where Stephen's coming from. Yeah. So it depends, and it's like, but some people are like, you got to get the vaccine, you got to get it, and then you can travel, you can do everything. Whereas like other people, I'm not saying where I'm in on this, but you can probably guess. And then other people are saying like, why would I get it? Like I'm not going to get sick. And even if I do get sick, I'll recover. And then I will never get sick from it again until the next strand comes out. So we're going probably a little bit off topic on it, but what was the topic? How can we go off topic if we didn't even have a topic?
Yeah, but I want to answer like a little bit, because I understand that guys are very curious about the situation of the COVID at the moment, what is going on here. So I will put it this way. So my mom, she works in a government structure. She works in a medical center, and they force people to do the vaccine. So they already started the vaccination. There is like 3 group of ambulances, I don't know if it is right to say, they're driving around the city. You cannot do vaccine on your own. You cannot buy vaccine. You cannot go to special place and do vaccine. You can only do, if you work for government structure, they do it for doctors first. Then I think like one of my friends, her mom is she working as a teacher, I think, in a smaller city. So she got a vaccine last week, and they really force. And a lot of people, they don't want to do vaccine in Ukraine because we really have not a very good quality vaccine, as people say. So it is an Indian one, and they just, like, they already say that it's something with the veins happening, what I told you.
blood clots. Yeah, but that was like
Yeah.
was it not Moderna? What's the other one?
No,
The
no.
Astra.
No, I don't
No,
know.
no, there is one.
Yeah.
That
I don't know
countries
the
have
name,
stopped.
but it's like one that they do in Ukraine. So they force people. But if you really want to do a vaccine, like, and you're not from the government structures yet, so what they offer you, so one bottle of vaccine in Ukraine, they do it like for 10 people. If, for example, they come to the hospital and there is like 19 doctors, they do vaccine, so there is one portion left. You can be in a list, waiting list. So if one portion is left, they can call the first person and say, you can get, one vaccine. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Unfortunately. Yeah. So because I've seen a couple of bloggers, they showing that they did the vaccine, and I was thinking, how did they got it? So it is not fun.
So when you
are forced.
Okay, so when you get the vaccine, you get like a certificate that says, hey, I've got like a diploma.
I don't know. Yes, it's for now. It's not in computers, I understand, and it is not. But it was impossible what you're talking about. So because a lot of people tried to get this certificate somehow else, so far.
How dare you think that I would try and get it?
Yeah, but anyway, this is the situation. We're not going to go into like, it's not a COVID report. We're not going to discuss that much because honestly, like, everybody has their own opinion, and I know that a lot of guys are doing that, like they're doing the vaccine and they wait until they get a vaccine before they travel to Ukraine. So I mean, it's objective.
Well, actually,
subjective.
I think starting next month, there's this. We're doing like rocket vaccines, right? Where we do the vaccines.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to,
that is what you was like mixing in the
kitchen. Luba and I we're mixing it up.
Do not involve me yet. I just.
Oh well, then you don't get the early investors, early bird shares in the company.
Yeah, but anyway, this is what is happening at the moment. But what I was going to say, that people asking about that, so definitely be ready to answer this question about your opinion. And with the current lockdown that they have in Kyiv, like, honestly, I've been shocked because when they announced it, one of our clients was already on a plane. Another one was like going to go to the airport. And I need to inform them because we always we never hype and say, no, it will be fine. I mean, of course it will be fine somehow. But it is like, it was shocking because one of the guy, I mean, there was actually it's about 7 guys who are coming this week, and who was hesitating all up. Yeah, one guy he was going to just Kyiv to have fun, to go to the clubs. He want to, he got, our support, but he wants to just enjoy. And I said, maybe you should postpone that because there would be places that would work. Okay, I will put it this way, but it would be difficult to find. It would be difficult to arrange. Maybe the prices will go up. I don't know yet, but. For our clients at the moment that we have and we're leaving in a couple of days, I just have absolutely crazy idea. And I don't know, this can be the most brilliant idea I ever come with, or it will be complete fuck up. I don't know yet. I will find out.
Only time will tell.
Yes, I will tell you about this in 2 weeks when I get back. But at the moment, I'm just, I was really I'm usually not get in panic, I very sober about decisions, especially for the clients, so I need to be confident. But this just out of blue, they just say tomorrow we're gonna close everything. It's just shock. So as I say, we either will be absolutely, we will have the best time ever, or it will be complete fuck up according to dates. But I hope it will be fine. And if you would like to know what will happen on this tour, you should join our Telegram channel because the guys who are already there, guys, you can write here if you are in. I was posting some videos from the trip because we took
last
week's, yes. So I put some videos. It's just vlogging videos. It's not best quality or anything. It's just from.
It's good. It's good. You did it very good.
So we was present at one event, big holiday, and that I said that after watching that video, every guy will think that Ukraine is absolutely wild. So it's a Maslenitsa when we have a beautiful doll near the river and they burn it. And everybody, 500 people, anybody with a mask, nobody wearing the masks, and they watching and filming, because it's how we say goodbye to winter. And I post different videos there about everything I see, our experience. I will post a video of our success or not success yet, I don't know, about opening the bank account with the guy, because now they have a new regulation for Americans, American citizen, if you have American passport. If you're from any other country, it's no problem, it's 1 minute deal. If you're from America, they're making it a little bit complicated, but I will definitely post a video about
the idea, I'll just say here, sorry to interrupt. But the idea behind Telegram was we don't really know what to put there. So we were like, what should we, like, we just want to like communicate in a way that's not so public as YouTube, and not so open as, and I should say not as much work as YouTube, not as open as Instagram or Facebook, but somewhere that's like small, and you know, we just post like daily updates. Well, not even daily. Daily, weekly?
No. Like it depends. We was planning to do it daily, but then it's a little bit like you know, difficult because I don't know. We never knew what would be interesting.
Yeah, that's it. We didn't know what.
But today I got the message. Like I actually got like the guys who already like with us, and they have my private phone number or through Skype or through email. Like I got a very nice feedback, so that's why I'm more confident in doing that. And I just, you know, if I see something nice, something interesting, or some hint, you know, how to do this or how to do that, it's very helpful. And because like it's one thing that if I go with you on a tour, so you know for sure that you can relax, but it is different if you go on a solo mission or rocket match, you know, then you need some kind of support. And of course I think it's very important when the guys know what to do, when they're a little bit more knowledge. So if you are not on Telegram group, please, first what you need to do, if you have Apple, you go to Apple Store. If you have Samsung, you go to Google Market and you download Telegram. You put your phone number, you do like regular installation. Under this video, it's already there or no, in description?
Yes, it's at the top.
In description of this video, you can find the link to it's invitation. So you have to go to our video, under this video, and click on Telegram, join chat. So you cannot find us there because we close it. So it's only by invitation you can get to this group. But I really ask you to go, and I also ask you to put a little picture of you to the avatar. Nobody can see who is in this group, so you're completely anonymous. Like even if I do any kind of like poll, yeah, if I ask any questions, nobody see who answer what, so you can be absolutely honest there. Actually, I haven't done it for a long time. I think it was good.
Well, the last poll was, what do you want to see?
Yeah,
and it was surprising what people were saying.
Yeah, I was probably will edit one more time. So please, I'm opening Telegram now, and I hope like we have how many people now watching us?
If you join, if you had like when you join it, you can actually see what happened in the last week, and you'll see that Luba's like with our guys traveling around Ukraine. You can see how it all works, but not just that. Like we post stuff like some news that we see, or some just anything really. So if you like if we're putting out a video or live video, I know people message us and they say when are they coming out? When the live video is coming out? I don't get notifications. You'll get it if you do that.
We have 42 people now watching us, and I expect 42 new subscribers, even though some of them. But please try it. So you need to download Telegram on your phone as an app. It has it's a blue paper logo,
airplane,
like a blue circle and white paper airplane, and you need to click to the link under this video because I would like more people to be there. I will inform you about Kyiv if there's anything working, not like what to do, where to go,
and what's actually happening out here. I was just going to say, you were saying before about how we only found out on when was
2 days ago.
2 days ago that there was a lockdown.
Kyiv.
So there was some rumors
about Kyiv, but about Odessa, they just say it today,
like an hour ago. Yeah, but there was and it was. So Luba called me, and like we sort of heard little rumors, but we didn't know for sure. And Luba called me, and she said, we had one of our clients on a plane on the way over, didn't we? And we had another one that's arriving today. We have to go pick him up from the airport today. And we already had another one that was here as well. So there was a bit of panic. Then Luba come back like an hour later, and she says, I've got the best idea. I know what we're going to do. We're going to make we're going to improvise.
Don't tell, because I'm scared.
I wasn't going to tell. I was just teasing them. You can tell them later. No. Actually, follow the Telegram group, and you'll see exactly what.
Yeah, because I don't know. As I say, it's either like the brilliant idea or it's complete fuck up. I have no idea. But I have the best guys, so they support me. They say, "Luba, we believe in you." Agencies support me as well because like I want them to find their for me. The guys asking, like, we had a call. Maybe it's a little bit not nice to talk about this, but I want to say we had a call, and it was a pretty kind of like decent guy, I would say. And he said, why don't you accept me? Like at the moment, we can't accept everybody, right? We can't do it because like I want to know that I really can find you a match. I do this work not for money. I do this work for seeing these eyes, to see this, you know, interaction on a date. Like this tour, I've been on a date, and I honestly, like, I started crying, and I said, because they were talking Italian even, so I don't really have to translate. But I was sitting there, and I messaged Striker, said like, Striker, I adore my job. You know, I was like so excited, even though like it didn't go, you know, at the end, like they decided not, you know, to pursue that. But you know, the interaction that I saw there, the excitement that, you know, the lady got, I was just like, I was so happy. So if I accept guy, I really want to enjoy that, because for me it takes 2 weeks out of my personal life, you know, to go on this tour, and I love it. So but I want to get, like, you know, my feedback, my result, my you know, money back, I want to say, energy back things. It is you know, the result, the happy couples that, you know, I'm trying to create. So that's why at the moment, like when you apply, don't get us wrong, but if I see that I can't help you, I will tell you this.
Yeah, when Luba and I sort of kind of funneled down into like where we are now from where we first started from, I'm talking to them. I was just simply checking the complexion of your face.
I'm pale, like I'm white.
But we said like that we have to enjoy the process as well. Like we want our clients to enjoy the process, but we also have to enjoy it as well, because the one thing that I think that I've got over any other Western man that has come into this industry is that I have self-awareness about what is out there and what actually happens. Because we look at the other owners of these agencies, and they hate their clients. They hate the process. They're done with it. Give us your money, go through. Okay, that's the way that it is. We didn't want to be like that. And we are aware that it could possibly, I mean, you've been through it and out again, you know. Yeah, I was going to address this soon. But Luba's been through it and out in the other end. And then when I've come along, I've said, no, we can do things differently, you know. But part of it is that we must always, at all times, enjoy what we're doing. And we always said this from the start. If we stop enjoying the process, then we'll stop. That's it, you know.
Just 1 second. Can you open WhatsApp that I send you the link?
Don't
put
touch anything.
No, please.
Don't touch anything. If this whole thing shuts down
Because
right now, it's because Luba wants to check her WhatsApp.
Not my WhatsApp, your WhatsApp, to add the link.
You want to check my WhatsApp? Oh, it's like that, is it? Anything
Yes.
else? I want to check my Facebook messages?
Yes.
I haven't been talking to anyone. Don't worry. Everything's fine. Yeah, so we have to enjoy the process as well. And it's very, very important for us, because we would rather enjoy it for a long time than hate it for a short time, right? Is that a good way to say that? Yeah?
Who is that one?
That's my mum.
Okay.
The love hearts?
Oh, it's so sweet. She sent her you.
Oh, now it's sweet, is it? Oh, okay. All right.
Faster.
Well, hang on a second. I don't know
Okay, guys, we are posting now, like, the link, and it just
Boom.
where we just had a
Boom! There
we
it
just
is.
had a call with the guy, and he joined by this link. So you need to install the Telegram app first before
Yes.
you click on this link. So can you highlight it?
Well, okay. So the last question was, how long will the lockdown last? They're saying 3 weeks, but I mean,
Till 9th of April.
they've been saying that for the last year and a half when it comes to lockdown. So I think it's easier for them to say it's 3 weeks, but maybe it will last a little bit longer perhaps. But yeah, 3 weeks. So who knows? Here's the other thing too, okay. Like if you know, like everyone in Ukraine, like the business owners, like they can't survive these lockdowns. Like in the US and UK and New Zealand, Australia, you guys have like, or we have, I suppose.
At least some support, right, from the government.
Yeah, exactly. So we have this like COVID relief. Here it was nothing. It was literally like just almost like more of a kick in the guts
No,
than anything else.
You know, I really do love my country for many things. But when I was talking to these ladies, like when I was looking and talking to them, it's just like shocking. One of the lady were a teacher. We'll give you an example. So she said that there was a rule that if you work at school, I think for 20 or 25 years in a row, then you can get retired. For example, you start when you was 20. So you can get retired in 45.
Mm-hmm.
And you will get kind of like a half retired payment. So not like full retired, but like half of that.
Okay.
But because you have this many years working as a teacher. And so she said that she found out, and she said that the payment for this half retired was almost the same as her salary. So they find out that this rule is not gonna work after like a year. So she and like a couple of your friends who was in this age, they just leave the school, to do it. How can they remove the law about giving people payment after they've been working for so many years? And she said that, but of course she can't, like the problem is that she can't work officially now, but she can't survive for this money. Make sense?
Yes.
Usually say yes, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I had to process my processing power was
no, but the way that I'm saying like that it's bad everywhere, but I just have no idea what they're trying to do with people, like because people in Ukraine literally they can't survive. And I've been in Dnipro, that honestly it's a very nice place, and they have a lot of like they have a beautiful river walk, and people like they was happy to have this like a festival in Telegram, like maybe 5 videos ago. I posted like everybody from the region, from Carpathian Mountains, they bring their homemade honey and candles and cheese and like meat. It was so festive. It was so happy there. But people like very nice restaurants that been working before, they're closed. And when I look, like I didn't took a picture of that. There was one restaurant. I don't know how much the door for this restaurant cost for the owner. I mean, I haven't been inside, but the door was just fabulous. I wanted to send picture to you because
well, you know how much I love doors.
Yeah. No, but it's like it was beautiful. It was like I can't even imagine how much it cost. And when I went with our manager there, and she's like, "I will show you a good one," and she like, "Wow!" And even they closed. So such a big and restaurant that was invested a lot. And in our hotel where we stayed, there was like Italian restaurant. And when the guys entered, they say like, "Wow, Luba, like, am I in Italy?" Like it's such a beautiful decoration. So we have breakfast there, but the restaurant itself doesn't work because they can't. This is shocking. This is for me is.
But also like even like they have to stay open, and if you know people, you can do things, right? The way
that is the only thing that helping us.
Yeah.
That we know so many people. We know people in every city.
Luba's like well connected, and it's not about like she's defying the rules of COVID-19. It's okay. So she knows some people. They'll open up the restaurant down the back door with a little booth that they set up with some candles or whatever, and you can do it. Like it's kind of. It depends on how you look at it, on which side you're at. If you're on the side of COVID and it's terrible, and listen to the government, otherwise you're going to die, or there's businesses that are trying to support their family and their children, and keep their doors open for when COVID actually goes away or whatever, that they can do that. So I look at it from the side of the business owner, that they have worked hard for that, probably invested all their money. I don't know how these people can afford to, like, even at the start when there was no COVID, to build these restaurants that look absolutely unbelievable, and how like it can just be shut like that. And there's articles all the time in like the Kiev Post about nightclubs and restaurants that have been open for like years and years, that have like small, and they got bigger, and then they opened up another one in this city here, and then now they've shut it because they can't afford to keep the business open. They can't afford to pay staff. So just close it. But it's not just them; it's the staff. It's the people that even clean the restaurants. It's the landlords. It's everything. And then it's the landlord's owner part. Like it just flows all the way down. And with no COVID relief at the top,
but
it's always going to end badly.
We have a guy, this trip, he's from New York, because I see the guy say just went to 50% indoor dining. So when he came, I took him, like, because every guy like now coming to Odessa before we start.
Can I just say, what is 50% indoor dining?
No, they just
like 50%
let
capacity.
People, yeah.
Okay.
So he said that.
They don't have that here. It's either on or off. There's no 50%.
No, it's like in a theater. So our two of our guys today in a theater, in Opera House. I was really worried that they will cancel the event. And I've been at the concert, like I showed you, it was so empty. It was so bad because they moved the concert from, I bought tickets in October, and the other people bought tickets in March last year. So the concert were canceled.
You think no one went because of COVID?
I don't know. No, people just, it was empty. Like it was actually.
Maybe it wasn't very popular.
It was.
I heard it and I was like.
It was good.
You can blame. Yeah, that was good.
Anyway. No, I was also thinking the same, to be honest. Maybe he get out of, but maybe. No, it was like, but for the concert, like at 8 o'clock, it was more people. Anyway, they divide people into. But like when you buy tickets now, you buy seat, then blanket, seat, and not blanket. So in between, like if you we go together, we need to sit with the distance.
Okay.
So when
you have to buy the seat in the middle.
No, the seat in the middle stay, like you can't buy it. Like when you look at the map of the theater, you buy, like for example, seat number 1, number 3. The number 2 need to stay, and of course,
it's already reserved.
It's already reserved. So of course, when you get it, you sit together. Nobody say you anything. And one of my friends, so I thought that we're going together, but I came at 6 and she got a notification that her concert at 8. So actually it was like a full, but they divided into concerts. That's why it was, yeah. And on the video, I'm talking about it. But anyway, so she was asking like, do I have to sit in a mask? And nobody was sitting. Like some people were like, it's their choice.
Sit on a mask?
Oh, yes.
Things are pretty bad here in Odessa.
You need to sit on a mask.
You even need to sit on the masks.
Yeah, but opera theater also, you buy ticket like one, how to say, spare, one empty, and another one. And but people still, you know, they have so much desire to see people. So the bottom line, what I was saying, just it's about the guy from New York. When he came, he said that we went to the beach and he was wearing the mask. I said, why are you wearing mask? And he's like, can I take it off? I said, you're near the beach. Like, what's healthier? Like, how? Like, where on the planet?
Hang on, where was he wearing the mask?
On the street, like on like.
No, where on him?
On his nose.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Oh, I just thought maybe he was like
this.
Yeah,
like
well,
where you have mask on your head?
When I
like
go to the beach,
shaka?
no, when I go to the beach, I wear a mask in a different place. You understand?
No.
Okay.
Which mask are you wearing?
Only one at one time. That's the rule.
That's why it looks. Okay, never mind.
Anyway,
now I think about that mask.
It's not my problem.
So, and he was wearing the mask. So I don't know. I think that it's just that is like it's not right. I mean, they say to wear the mask to protect others from you, but you come to the Black Sea, where like it's the healthiest air that you can get all over the place.
Apart from that oil tanker that's lying on its side about 30 meters out from the shore.
It's already removed, Striker.
Anyway, no,
you're missing all the questions because of
I'm
you.
trying to watch them.
Setlik, what is Setlik? Oh,
okay.
Setlik is the name.
Anyway,
guys, please, guys, do not carry your passport around. I really ask you, please, do not carry your passport around. When you come to Ukraine, take a picture of your passport in your phone, or take a copy, put in your pocket, but do not walk with your passport. But the only time that you have to bring your passport, it is on the way back. You have to go and do the COVID test. So when you come to the COVID test, it costs about 1,000 hryvnias now. It's $40. You need to give them your passport so they write your name correctly. So when you go through the border, through the custom, they will have no problem with that, because our girls at the reception, they're very smart, but they will make 5 mistakes and it will not work out. So please bring your passport only once and do not carry your passport around. That is like to renew your passport, to redo your passport, to bring like to take you back home. It would be very, very difficult, because even American like embassy is not fully open. It's like it's very difficult. So please just keep it in your room.
Also, like this whole like carry a passport wherever you go thing, I think it's been said so many times over the last like 15 years. Like when I first started traveling, it's like carry a passport everywhere. And it's like you go out, you know, you could, these back then all they had was like a fax machine, you know, so and a photocopier. Now you've got like, you can scan your passport, stick it on your Google Drive or your iCloud or whatever, stick it on your phone. You know, you don't need to carry a passport. Losing a passport in this day and age, well, I should say this
guys, thank you so much. I see much more guys in my group now. Our group, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I saw where you were going with that.
I'm like, you know, like usually men say.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll get removed from the group, and I'm not even. Now I have to apply for the group. Can I come back in?
Guys, we have 96 people. Who will be the 101?
Hey, yeah, for the 100th person,
we're gonna give you a free call. Yes. Who wants?
I was thinking of something a bit better than that.
What can be better than talking to you while I'm away? What do you want to do?
Luba will give you a neck rub when you get here at the airport. That's fair. I think that's a fair deal. Like a deep, like just here, just like a deep.
Striker, don't be a.
I think that's fair.
Yes, it's fair. But we will give a free call to a guy who will be number 100. Number 100?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, guys, we need 4 more guys, and it will be 100.
But you can't. Like, those competitions are the worst. It's like because then people wait there going, and there's going to be people that like leave and then come back. Oh, it's got 97, 96, 95.
No, 96. I know. I
think
think that our guys are more legit than that.
No, I'm just joking.
You know, I don't really like. I do not want, like Sergey said, maybe you will put it on Instagram. I don't want, like, I so much like our small
I
community.
never said that. I said a private Facebook group.
Oh, maybe.
Why would I
No,
say
but I
private?
like our like private. It's like
Yeah.
100 friends. You know, I really like it. So guys, please join our Telegram. Here is the, like, we highlight the link.
This is not a good idea putting this here because you can't cut and paste this off the screen.
I'll put it again here.
Well, how hard is it to go? Can you guys please
Can you
type in
paste it again?
https://tt.me?
That will be better than talking. Just try to.
No, he's on your side.
Ivan, thank you. So of course, because he talked to you all the time.
Terrible cues on Luba's side. Dude, we might have to cut you out of this group. Yeah. We might start our own group. Me and who's with me on this one? Me and it's got to be someone that wants to hang out with me.
I'm leaving it to sign up again.
Yeah,
Please.
see? Yeah, do it.
No.
I would.
No.
Oh yeah, it's like a nightclub. Once you're gone, you're gone. You can't come back in. It's like
Yes.
it's up at 2 in the morning, we're shut.
Guys,
No more drinks.
97. 97. I can. Who is that? Wait.
Oh, that's me. It's
But
me.
guys,
That's
please.
me trying to get in as a non-admin.
But talk to me on phone. You miss me.
Anyway, okay.
What I wanted to say. Please put the little avatar. I want to see who is there. I want to see my family. I want to see my friends. So it's 100 friends of like Ocean's friends with Luba and Striker's friends. Never mind.
Sounds like they're your friends. Sounds like they're all out to get me. What's the name of the group rather than the link? You can't find it unless you have the link. The reason is because people that we don't like try to find it and try to get in there. And you got to imagine, like, we're posting some stuff, or we have been, and we will post some stuff that protects some guys from doing stuff that they shouldn't do. And so we try and keep an eye on it. That's why Lewis says, like, post a photo.
During this video, I'm gonna open the group for public. If you're watching.
Oh, okay.
I mean, while this video is live, we have to go soon.
Yeah, we do.
So for another, okay, let's say hour and a half. For next hour and a half, I will keep this group open, and all you need to do is to put heart space rocket, and you will find the group. I don't know
is
how many.
Is that true though?
Yes, I know.
Let me try.
Okay, guys, you can try.
I'm already I'm an admin, guys.
I will remove you now. I want to. Wait, is it so loud?
Hey, fine, that's fine. I don't care.
Okay, if
I got better things to do anyway. Then
you even put the group. Okay, so if you put heart space rocket. So capital. Okay, put it here for a second. Put.
Don't touch anything. You know how long it.
You put heart rocket. And there's actually 2 rockets, but I think that you will find itself. So put that and tell me if it works. No result. It should work. Tell me if you can find it.
I think we're confusing. I think we're complicating the process of clicking on a link. I don't think.
I mean, you should, like, okay, you have 2 options. Either click the link, it will still work.
Can I just say, can I just say, having been on the internet for several years, if you click on the link and it says that we can't do this, it means that it doesn't have like access to the app. So you have to download the app first, whether on your computer, because you can download a desktop version of it, or on your phone, or on your tablet. There's apps for all of them. And when you click on the link, your computer, phone, tablet will go, hey, this is a Telegram app, and it will like divert to the app. Okay, so make sure you've got the Telegram app already installed. Clicking on the link without it already installed will not work. Okay.
Yeah, you only need to click by the link. It doesn't work
Yeah,
this
Captain
way.
Cisco, we're not on Facebook, bro. We're on. That's it. I give up. I'm going home.
Okay.
It's not on Facebook. It's on Telegram.
Okay, you put remove this. I open it like heart rocket. Okay. Put heart.
Remove what?
Guys, to join the group, I want to see if it works. Okay. You put heart rocket, one word. Heart is capital.
I need to place that somewhere so they can see it.
Heart rocket.
No, here.
Okay, heart rocket 2020. Wait, 2022.
Yeah, but
which year is now?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
2028. That's how long we've been trying to figure this out for.
Okay, guys, I open it now. So you need to try, please. Heart Rocket 2021. Please, no put.
But as an ad, you can't find us on Tinder. But to be honest, you got more chance of finding us on Tinder than you have on
Heart Rocket 2021. Okay, go.
Yeah, okay.
Try to find it now.
Yeah. Try to find it. Go. Go. See if you can find it.
No, I want to see if it
But
works.
what I'm saying is that like this, even though they just entered it now, it may not show up in like the Telegram cache. Let's call it that.
But I'm trying Instagram now. Yeah, go ahead.
I think that this is an awesome idea.
Okay, guys, we're going a little bit messy. But if you are on Telegram,
we? You're blaming me and them?
What do you say? Just
You're blaming anyone else? But
he was just wanting me to post the video of the dogs fighting.
should I tell them that story?
Yes.
So we have this Telegram group. Maybe you've heard of it. so we have this Telegram group, and like I'm always like, let's post, like, whatever you see that's interesting, post it on there. And so anyway, so we're sitting out here earlier today talking about like an hour, half an hour before the video, talking about work or whatever. Anyway, I can hear dogs fighting outside, and I've heard dogs fighting before because if you've been to Ukraine, man, there's like dogs just kind of like casually walk around the street and start fighting, and then they go, and maybe the owners pull them apart. Anyway, I could hear dogs fighting. It went on for a while. I said, oh, there's dogs fighting. Anyway, opened up the window, looked down, and in between these two cars, there was a man on top of another man, like fighting this man. Next to them, about 1 meter away, there are two dogs, a small brown one and a big white one. So if you can imagine this, in between two cars, one man on top of another man, yelling and fighting and punching this guy who's getting beaten up, two dogs next to them fighting. There's a woman that's like, I don't know if she was kicking them or the dog.
No, she was trying to like
I don't know.
remove them.
She's
from
trying
each
to
other.
like remove this man off this other man. And
I'm yelling from the.
I open the window and say, hey, Luba, check this out. There's like something. And I say, Luba starts yelling like she's calling the police. And I'm like, don't worry about the police. Get the phone, like take a video and put it on Telegram.
But because I called police, like I kind of they get away. But the funniest part starts later on. So I say I'm gonna call police, and then they still fighting. And then the next thing that they stand up because the lady say like, oh, somebody gonna call police, and one of the guy he dropped the phone.
The guy that was getting beaten up dropped
Yes.
his phone and was like, he starts walking up, and the other guy like, hey,
Here's your phone.
and he like, honestly, it was like,
But there are two neighbors actually, and like there was a problem with the dogs, but it was shocking what they did. But the dogs were fighting as well.
yeah, that's what was funny about it. Not that violence is funny.
You know what I like about like assertive man. Like when we talk about assertive, the guys who can take care of stuff. Like yeah, maybe the link is not working, but I know that it works. What's Steve? What he did, he said it works, and I see that Steve is now on. Honestly, so everything is working. You just need to be a little bit more,
See, we talk about competence. Can you pass my cup of tea, please, my dear? So we talk about competence, right?
Tea, yes.
Like you kind of have to figure it out, right? So we didn't invent Telegram. We didn't invent the concept of downloading from the store. Okay. So if you say it doesn't work, we have to say, okay, well then it can't be done. Sometimes it's like, you have to prove your competence, don't you? Right. So there's an app called Telegram, Telegram. It's a round circle with a paper airplane in it is the logo. You download that to your phone, right? Then you come back here and you click on the link, and your phone is so smart. These billion-dollar companies understand that when you click a link, when you click a link, it'll search your phone for the app, and it'll send you to the app, and you can join it. That's all we can do. We cannot infiltrate your phone. You cannot give your phone to us to install the app. That's the first part of the test as to whether or not we can find your wife or not, if you can join a Telegram group. That's it. Subscribe to the channel. Put your likes.
But it works. So
It does work.
either click on the link that we put in description, or press like Heart Turkey 2021 in Telegram.
Anyway, let's change the subject. What are we talking about?
Yeah, we talk about dating during pandemic. I actually can tell you that it is much better. No, it's not. Yeah, I just.
You forgot the topic of the video. The topic of the video is like, what's new? Well, why don't you talk about your trip?
Dave?
Like you just came back from a trip with two
Just one
guys.
second. I think that we have 99 people. Just 1 second.
Oh, who's going to get 100? It's probably me because you kicked me out, right? And I've got to
No,
come back
not
in.
Hard Rocket is tech support. It's Hard Rocket 2021. One word. Hard Rocket 2021. What he was going to ask me? Still 98.
Oh, now it's 97, 96, oh, 95. Oh, we're losing you. We're losing them. Tell them something interesting.
Oh, it will be funny. If, I think it's the Rodney Podesta, but it's like Vilmar Rivera. Hello.
Yeah, Rodney
If
Podesta.
Rodney Podesta would be the 100th one, it would be interesting. I think that you guys will definitely willing to give the call for him. Okay.
We'll talk about, because you've just come back from tour with, it was kind of one guy, but then it
It
sort of
actually
became
was
two.
5 because like we have the Rocket Mage guys and all of them was like.
Yeah, but actually on tour that you travel around with, it was
2.
one. Yeah, it was 1, but then it became 2, right?
Yeah.
So one of the Rocket Match guys decided to like, hey, I'll come with you guys. So what about that? Tell about that story. Anything interesting happen?
Yeah, I was eating street food without you. Because he's from New Zealand and
This
he
is
also
this is the first I'm hearing about this. You ate street food.
yes, because Striker adores street food, and I will say, no, you can't do it, you can't do it. But it was actually very good, and the video is on Telegram channel. If you want, you can check it. Yes, it was different. It was interesting because honestly, I see that I want Ronnie to get the call. Me too. I will take a print screen. It was interesting experience because I see how much people miss people. Does it make sense? Like how human beings just miss each other. And especially guys who coming from US, from the States where everything is locked, like where everything is closed and everything is just, they can't go anywhere. The guy from New York, he say, Luba, like he already, he's doctor, so he got retired. And he said, I need to go back to work because he said, I was planning that I will be retired and I will travel. And then they closed it. I watched all the Netflix. I read all of my books at home. But then, all his friends didn't want to walk out because of the COVID. And so he found job to go back to work. And so people really miss each other. And communication and conversation is going in more depth at the moment. And the good thing is that much more ladies at the moment speaking English, and they try, and even older ladies. So there was like ladies like older that you would think, they're from USSR, so how would they know the the English? But people try. People try really hard, and with Rocket Mage, I think it's really, I don't like the word exclusive, but it is. When the lady is speaking English, and one the lady came, and usually like I still stay on a date so I can watch it out, check, or maybe I sit on a different table, I do some work, and ladies just so good in English, like they're so confident that the date is I just leave, and then I pick up the guy, or like the ladies just they walk into the hotel and like something, but honestly, communication is going like so much deeper. People talk about more important stuff, and they value the relationship much more at the moment. They understand that it's so important to have to have a close person to yourself. It's so important to have somebody with whom you can talk and laugh. And if you can't travel, you can go to the park together, but it would be so much better. So according to the dating, comparing it like 11 years ago, 5 years ago, and now, honestly, I enjoy it so much more. And I'm very appreciating like our agencies that so far we started, like we had one case when the girl was I saw her on other websites as well, and so I thought, we don't know how she got there. The guys usually ask like, oh, this girl is like on other websites, so maybe it's bad, maybe like she's not serious.
I actually was dealing with this in the comments today. I don't know if you saw that. Oh, okay, continue. I'll join in.
Yeah, but they say that so she was on different websites, and the guys say, oh, maybe she's a pro dater, maybe. So we never know. Like there's sometimes the girl really want to find men, and she go to one agency, then she go to another agency, because agencies themselves, they don't have many clients. They don't, because like it's very difficult like to attract the guy, and like to I mean, you need to have a lot of like you need to have a website, you need to have a channel, you need like to make sure
marketing
money and etc. So they don't really have a lot of clients. And of course, the lady sitting there and she think, I want to find man, how should I do it? And so she go to different agencies. Some agency can be legit and good, and somebody will put her on a letter writing website that she would never even know about the letters. And if the guy is like approximately in her age group, they will message her that he's coming, and maybe she will meet. But if he's not, if he's like, she put there that she's looking like she's 45 and she's looking to the guy up to 55, and the guy is like 75, then she would not, she would not be willing to meet. And the response that you will get on letter writing website is that, oh, I'm my grandmother is sick, I'm going to pick up potatoes, and I have a business trip. People here is not that business trip, like as they talk. And like we even have a call with the guy that she said like, oh, the girl said that she's going on a business trip. Where? To the next door village, like honestly. Teachers, haircut, like where are they going? Like what? Like you need to think about that for a moment. You want to believe in that, and he wants to believe in that, but where actually she's going, So, but the bottom line is that like since we started, like there was one case when the girl, she invited the guy. She said like, I would like to meet in this restaurant. I checked the list and it was a money back restaurant. I told to the manager of the agency, I said like, listen, we're not gonna go there. She said, Luba, I promise you I didn't know about this restaurant. So she said to the girl, I said like, here is like 3 restaurants. I never give one option. I give like 3 options. Like where can she go? It was fish restaurant. It was like Vietnamese restaurant. It was like steakhouse, whatever. And so she said, I will give her a call. I will talk to her. The girl messaged like, no, I'm not gonna go. I only want my restaurant. I only want this and this. And then I say, okay, I'm canceling. Like I'm canceling the date. The guy, like I like that I'm in the position that guy trusts me. If I say that we have to cancel, and I will find much better option for him. And the girl immediately, she got removed from our agency.
Yeah.
And it's not like from our website. The agency trusts us so much that they remove the girl like this. She has no mercy for her, not like, oh, but she's beautiful, she's my draw card girl. No, they understand that they don't want to ruin the relationship with me, with us, with Heart Rocket. So they value us much more.
There was kind of the idea. The idea, I think we've talked about it before, is like, we'll look after you as the agency, but you do not give our guys the pro daters, the draw cards, or anything like that. Otherwise, we'll get rid of you because we've got plenty other options.
101.
Who was it? Put it back. No, you got to go look at the.
Just 1 second, I can't understand.
Mike. Luba will figure it out. You gotta have. I don't know how you're gonna work that out.
I will message you on Telegram.
But you don't say the full name because
I will
they
not.
don't want to.
I will not say, but I will message. I will message the guy who got the free call.
It's either this one or this one or this one. You need to have a look at that.
Yeah, but I will message you.
Because the minute's the same. Anyway, so what was I saying? So yeah, so we give them sort of like not free range, but like, hey, you want to make money? We're not going to screw you in price like all the other agencies do, which is the big dog, little dog thing that goes on. But just do not screw our guys over. If you do, we have very little. Well, I'm going to say, I won't say zero tolerance, but like you have the opportunity to explain what's happened. And we've had 4 instances when it comes to Rocket Match, and this is what I put in a post the other day. One of them was a stolen profile, and someone messaged us and said, I've been writing to her. She's on a Russian website. Of course, send us the link, and we will check with the owner. And yes, I was. And the owner of the agency says, no, I know her. She'd known her for a year, right? Remember that one?
What?
Well, there was the profile that was on a Russian website, and so straight away Lou was on it. Do you know this? And she says, I've known her for a year. And she's definitely not from Russia. She's from that city. So there was that. So that straight away was stolen profile. There was another one which was recently, like the other day, and what happened to that one? I can't remember. The one the other day, and the guy was writing to it on a letter writing site, and then he joined Heart Rock, and he's like, I've been writing to it. Can I meet her?
Yeah. So like this is the situation. So this is the situation. Like very good example. So the guy saw this girl. He signed up for the Rocket Tour, and he saw the girl on the Rocket Match. So I called to the agency and I say, I didn't say anything. I want to check the agency as well, because even though I can know the agency for ages,
you want to shit test them.
Yes. So I said, like, what about this lady? And she say, oh, she's very like, she's a nice girl. She's serious, but she's like very skeptical about how the guy look. And she's not looking for the guy older than like maximum 10 years. She's not even going for that, like maybe 5 or 7. I don't remember what was her age, but the guy who was writing was like 17 years older, I think, or 15 or something like that. She would not meet. Okay, I will put it this way. She would not meet with him. The letters were like incredibly good. The guy was like living the dream, that this is the truth and everything is like working the way, the way he wants. And so it is not our agency. She said, I know, because it's a small city. And she said, I know that she's in a different agency, but nothing, I can't tell her, no, just don't do that. She said, because I knew that our agency don't do the letter writing, but I was thinking, maybe they start, maybe it's like so difficult for them now, like to survive and etc. And she said, like, I know this girl is on other websites, but I can't do anything about that. So, I mean, trust me, like, I have no interest to sit on the same table with a predator or scammer, or set up you a date with that. As much as I can, I protect it, I check it, I ask it, you know, I sometimes ask the tricky questions. But so far in Dnipro, in Kiev, we say, okay, we're meeting in this restaurant. Perfect. I make a reservation, or my assistant, you know, we just like, she make a reservation and we go to the restaurant. I have zero issues about like that the girls say like one issue that she say, I want only my restaurant. No. Always the same. Sometimes, like, if the guy is like for the rocket match, when they have when they live in a different areas, because I know where I live in Kiev, and so I know all the places around there. But for example, he lives like on a different street, so of course I don't want him to go all the way there. Like, if there's some places around, so I find a place around and we tell the girl, and it boom, it done.
Yeah, it's like when like someone messaged us the other day in the comment of that video, which I made like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, saying, I've just seen a girl that I was writing to on this website that's still in your one. Like, what's the story? And it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Well, number one, why are you paying for writing to a woman on another website? And the other point is like, I don't know. Like, I can't say she's legit. I can't even say if she has, you know, she's a good person. I can't say anything like that. So when it comes to the actual matchmaking part of it, is that Luba will work with you one-on-one. And if there is a lady that's in Rocket Match on that video from 5 months ago who is a pro dater or has scammed some guys or whatever, we'll figure it out like before you actually meet, right? That and that's why we have this database that's closed. Like, for the guys that join up, we say, yep, okay. And when they can buy the course, and then they may upgrade to Rocket Match or Rocket Tour, instantly they get access to Rocket Match Plus, and then they can go through it. And then we start the matchmaking process. It's not like Anastasia Date or any of these other websites that are very popular where you can go, oh, I like her and her and her, and I'm going to add them to my favorites, and then I'm going to start writing to them, and they'll write to me back. This is not what we do, okay? So Luba will figure out really quickly, and it's happened like recently, right? Like a lady who, like an older lady, an older gentleman, but like clearly there's something going on, even though she's older, right?
I'm pissed with her. I'm like, I still
Luba's going to do roundhouse kicks on this woman because it's like, she's older, he's a good guy, he's got lots of money.
She was like, I just got the message, and like it
he's
was
successful,
never. Yeah, she just said. Because they already communicate, like, don't arrange anything. I will arrange your place. I will arrange it. Like, she was like messaging me, bombarding me with.
She sounded like an old Soviet machine gun. Was she shooting him with a gun?
So she said, like, I will arrange everything. I said, please. I didn't. I was not like, you know, saying, hi, darling, blah blah blah. I said, like, tell me the place. So I call my resources. I check my resources. Cashback restaurant. So not gonna happen in any matter. In any matter, not gonna happen. The guy should tell which restaurant you're going to meet the lady. The guy should provide her Uber home, you know, not giving money. You can call her an Uber. I mean, some cases, like some extreme cases when I allow to give like money for taxi, but like, I mean, it's like one by one, but usually you just like, you have Uber, you have Ukrainian SIM. So you put your address there, you pay with your card. Everything is working, and she go home safe, no matter where you invite her. Sometimes you can invite, like, you can get her an Uber or check the Uber, like whatever. I mean, you have to deal with that if you're doing the Rocket Match. If you're doing the Rocket Tour, of course, like I take care of everything, or our assistants. But anyway, she should come to the restaurant that you know and that you get. Of course, like one problem that I see with that happened like recently with one of our guys. You know, for you, this is like, every place is interesting and cool, right? Like every place you go, it's like, oh, street food, cool. Oh, that, like, it's interesting. Oh, this like Georgian food. It's not that she's like too good to this place, but some places like locals would not go. I can't explain that. It's just like, it's not that clean, you know, they don't like really trust that. You as a Western, you think, oh, it's just different. Like you, like, I know that because like he's this way. So
because he's different. I get it.
No, but I mean, there's some places that you would like, maybe it's good, you know.
I
maybe,
understand.
yes,
It's like you can go there later, maybe
you
for
can,
the 5th
yes,
date or
you
the
can,
7th date.
and if you like it as a Western, it doesn't really, so sometimes you just need to look like for some proper place, you know, for a place that looks clean and legit. And again, it's a little bit tricky because like for you, it's like, oh, it's a good place. And the guy sent me picture. I said, please, like it's some kind of like pierogies they have there, like already cooked. And for the ladies, like, you know, if you want to present yourself, we're not talking about like extremely expensive restaurants, but if you think of yourself like a, you know, adult man, mature man, you should go to a normal place. You should go either for coffee, but it should be clean. It shouldn't be like we have Aroma Kava, for example, right? It's a place like with the good coffee. We get it sometimes when we walk by. They have like, usually they have it like all over the place. It's kind of like Starbucks, but like reasonable price. It has a lot of like, it has app, you can get another like, you know, extra coffee, like for free and etc. But if you want to take lady there for coffee, it's like, yes, it has like 2 seats, but you think it's just a meeting, it's just a coffee. But for the lady, like you're like it's from like your level, you know, goes very down.
Yeah.
And in this matter, Ukrainian ladies are very, very
I've completely forgotten what I was going to say.
demanding.
But let's reel it back. And it was the whole thing is that like for some reason, right? And I know why the reason is that people seem to put all the responsibility onto the company that is the romance company, that is the agency, that is the whatever, right? But like before we even started Heart Rocket, well, before we did like what we're doing now, everything came back down to the man has to take responsibility for his own actions, right? One of my first ever videos, I said that do not ever leave your fate in the hands of a company because you have no idea what they're thinking. And being in the industry now, I stand by that like a 1,000 times more than what it was back then because I understand what these agency owners or these company owners think being in the industry now. And I knew nothing back then. Okay, so the responsibility is 100% on you. Do your research. Choose a company that's going to work for you, whether it's you want to spend money or you don't want to spend money, whether you want to use Tinder, whether you want to use a matchmaking service or whatever. But it comes down 100% to you because people say things like, I've just sort of seen some things in here and it's like, you know, like paying, I don't know, $4,000 for a matchmaking service is way too much. You can just go over there by yourself and you can do it yourself. Yes, you can, but you can't compare going over there by yourself and jumping on Tinder and Badoo, hoping for the best, to doing something that we do. What we do is like we do the full matchmaking service. What Luba is talking about here is that with this older lady who you wouldn't think was, you know, trying to pull the restaurant scams. Well, maybe you would, I don't know, because I've seen the size of her lips at the age of whatever age she is. So maybe someone's paying for that stuff. But there is that there. So by paying for a little bit extra money, I'll say a little bit, probably more, actually, to be honest, it's probably more money than doing it for free. Like it's a lot more money than doing it for free, but you have Luba there. And when you come to our client at the moment, who has done a tour, but now he's on his own, Luba's still looking after him. She's still making sure that he's going to be okay. She still realizes that this woman here is going to like, you know, maybe like pull some, you know, dodgy things. Luba's still looking out for it. So when people say things like, oh, you know, just like go over there, use these free dating apps, but just be careful. So, okay, there's nothing wrong with doing all those things, and it is experience, you know, and sometimes you have to do that just to understand what's actually going on. But if you're wanting to do it like properly and have an amazing experience, like we always push, don't just come over to Ukraine and date, right? There's a reason for that because I did that, right? I came to Ukraine, I did the dating thing with one of these romance companies, and when I left, I knew well, apart from saying thank you and yes, I knew no language. I didn't try any Ukrainian food. I didn't do anything that was, I'm looking over there. I didn't do anything that I would normally do if I went to some other country. So for us, it's important that you experience that whole cultural experience because I can guarantee you when you go home, and if it doesn't work for whatever reason, you still think, man, Ukraine was such an amazing place. I want to go back and try again. And we understand the process, accept the process. That's how it is. You'll have ups and you'll have downs. And we understand that, right?
Yeah, there's some kind of, you know, back and forth I seen in comments between Ernie, Nadir, Terrible Q, and I know all these guys. So, oh, thank you, Michael. Hi. So I know all these guys, and you know, there's like you, Nadir is asking about realistically, how many men do you think actually ends up a happy marriage out of 5? You know, it's a terrible
0. No.
You know, it's kind of like a question that you should ask yourself, because like about, we decided with Striker that we're never going to talk about you know, I mean, maybe we will, but about the success rate and etc.
We
Because
won't.
you know, it's not about just like agency, no matter which agency you use, us or anybody else. It's about you as well. So there's a lot of things that you need to do to make the relationship work out. When you meet a good girl, when you meet a good lady, there's very difficult process that you should go through. It is mentality problem. I mean, not mental problem. It's like mentality, difference in mentality. It's different in language still, you know, some things different in jokes and sense of humor. It's a big one, because like, you know, when we start working with Striker, was like some joke that I really like. I not like getting offended pretty easy, but it was something that I thought, why did he do that? And it was like a joke about pot that we're not gonna get back to. But I was like not talking to him for 2 days because of this pot, like, and it was just a joke.
And I had no idea. And
yeah,
I had no idea about this pot.
Yeah, but I mean, the way he told me something, like in Ukraine, it was completely like rude. And when I talked to you, but you, like he said, like, are you kidding me? Like, are you really thinking that I would say that? It was a joke. And like, this is like,
it wasn't a joke. I was very serious. Anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, when you think that Ukrainian, when the relationship with the woman, it's easy, it is not. The same as everywhere in the world. Like, if you think that Ukrainian lady, what?
Oh, nothing. I didn't say anything. See, I didn't even say anything.
Was it a joke? What was it? This look about? What you wanted to say?
No, like what I want you guys to understand is that going to Ukraine is not an easy option, right? It's not like, oh, I can't, you know, find women in my city because of, you know, whatever reason, or like no woman want to date me. I'll go there because it's an easy option. It's not an easy option. Like really, like there's a lot of these relationships end like sort of 2 to 3 months, you know, after you meet. And believe it or not, it's probably, I'd say 80 to 90%, the relationship ends because the woman ends it with the man, because she has zero faith that the man can take care of her when she comes to the United States. Okay, so that's the reality of it. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to go over there, I'm going to get me a number 10, you know, like these ones on these dating websites, and it's going to be easy because she's going to be so happy to come and live in my city because she's so poor and broke in her city. There's so much more to it, you know. And like people, you know, when they go to these romance companies or whatever, they go there for 7 days and it's like, oh, see you later. With us, it's like we understand that there's a process, right? Before trying to match it, there's when you're here, and then there's afterwards. How do we know this? It's because I went through it, and Luba has been doing it for so many years. So there's you know, and like you know, people say it's like the cultural differences. I reckon the cultural like when it comes to the breakup, a lot of people say like the 3-month wall, we call it. When it comes to the 3-month wall, people say, oh, it's cultural differences, that's why we broke up. I don't think so. I think that's probably like 3% of why they broke up. The woman will break up with him because she has no faith that he has got this, that he can take care of her. She has to give up her friends, her family, her dog, her anything to go with him. But he hasn't demonstrated to her that he has the confidence, I should say, that he's going to take care of her. So
I want to say this, you know, first of all, Joshua, the one who got our Russian course, message Striker, put the admin at hardturkey.com, and we will help you with the issues with the Russian language. It should be fine. Guys, thank you for everybody who subscribed to Telegram channel, even it was challenging. So if you are still watching this video and you're not on Telegram channel, go to Apple Store or Google Market, download the Telegram and go to Hard Turkey 2021, and you will find our group. I'm still waiting for you. Every 100 guys. 100 guys.
Every 100 guys gets a free.
No neck massage, but call.
Oh.
Please. So I will message after this video to the guy who get our first free call, and I want number 200, or maybe 150 also will give.
So 101. Interesting number.
I need more. I want more, because then I will be inspired to do the videos, because I will make it for a bigger audience.
The thing that I love about this is like we started an Instagram thing and we're like, we just don't know who's there. Facebook, we don't know. Here it's like we kind of know, And it kind of feels like you're inviting people into a party in your
when I
house.
talk, at least I can imagine like
Yeah.
who I'm talking with. But I want to say about this, about the relationship, and basically like to Nadir there. So I have seen couples that been working through the crisis, right? Like when the guy meet, everything, like there's two types, right? Sometimes guys meet and they are like, whoop, you know, it's like so passionate, you can't take them away from each other. Like it's just so powerful and so good. That is this. And that is like when the guys are just, you know, they meet each other, they're a little bit more modest, you know, they learn each other, they go home, they communicate, they stay. The most important is to bring and create as much memories as you can. This is first hint. Like you need to do a lot of stuff together. When you meet somebody, you have to do stuff. Then when you go home, you have something to talk about. And not just about what you did back home, or what you're doing every day, and what is she doing during the day, but also what you did together. And like next step is to plan what you're gonna do together when you meet again. The best thing what I advise is to meet either like in Ukraine again, maybe if the communication goes so well, meet somewhere. So, but it should be not longer than after 3 months. For Ukrainian lady, unfortunately, and I know that guys absolutely hate it, when they see the Western man and when they talk to me in Russian, when we come on a date, they say, "Yeah, but how many days he has? Like, tell me, is he like he's just a sex tourist, right?" And I look at them, and when I say that to the guy, sometimes they say, he said, "Luba, like I just paid like this amount of money. I travel all over the planet, you know, to like 10,000 miles to come to Ukraine. Does she really think that I come here just for sex?" And it's hard to explain to the ladies because some guys has the mindset of the ladies that, you know, the Ukrainian lady will go for food with you. You know, she will like, she's so desperate that she wants to leave your country. And some ladies, in reply to that, they has an opinion of a Western man as a man who is just coming for Ukrainian beauty, who wants just to for F word.
Sex pest, we call it.
Pesto?
Not sex pesto.
Sex with the pesto? So
I don't know what money back restaurants you've been to where there's like pasta with.
not pasta. Pesto.
Oh, pesto. That's pasta. Like
No,
pesto. It's like
That
basil.
is so.
Obviously we've got to.
But it didn't-
Obviously, I've got the double menu and she hasn't.
So yes, and what I was going to say. Pesto, just take us away. But I mean, you know, they think that the guys are just coming for that. And so if you're not planning anything with your lady after you leave and not saying that you're coming back or you want to travel, she's losing this trust, as strikers say. She's losing this confidence that you are serious. She think, oh, you know, he just wanted to talk to me. Okay. So they don't see the real intentions. This is the most, if you show her, like I have a great example at the moment of the guy who is coming. We're not going to say names or anything. It's the guy who met the lady going to propose to her this trip. And like, I just see how it goes. He was following our course. You know, like at the beginning of everything, Heart Rocket is an educational product, right? We created the course that we put all information that me and Striker know. He learned the hard way. I learned even maybe harder way, you know, to do.
I learned the hard way. She made men like me learn the hard way.
Yeah, but from the beginning, yes. But he done the course, and you know, I so much appreciate that every time we've been talking, say, Luba, that was in the course, you know, and he like advice, maybe like add something or because it was. He followed that. He listened to us, and he willing to learn because he done in the past wrong. You know, it's like when I started driving, my father was always saying like do everything right because like the wrong way you will do initially. You know, life will teach you how to do wrong, but try to follow the rules. So it's not that we're teaching you and we have like any formula, you know, or any advice, but I see that it works. The algorithm that we created, like it worked. If you trust us and you follow and you do what I tell you, like then you know, I just introduced like a small example. I introduced one guy to a lady that I met before, and we in the course say, don't bring you flowers, you know. But I told him, can you please get her flowers? Because I knew the lady and I can do that. I knew that for this particular lady, that would be the most important. And I also knew what kind of flowers she likes, so I can advise that. And when he came with his bouquet, for girls, like they're always looking for these signs, you know.
Well, because like I'm guilty of this, of like looking through the world of dating through my lens, you know, and I'm guilty of it. And I knew I was, but the fact that I talk to so many other guys that are like much older than me, like I try and understand it. But something Luba said the other day, I changed my view on buying flowers on the first date. Subscribe to the channel. You'll see it in
Are
the
you
video.
going to buy it now?
Me? No, not from me. Not me. Other guys.
Yeah, but I mean, I also a little bit changed this. Like this trip, I also changed because there's like, it depends. Everything depends who you're going with, you know, what is she doing? Because I like to do it, you know, it's a practical approach, but it's also very personal approach. What we're doing, it's very private and very personal. We have a discussion, like I will show in a second.
Okay.
So I will just, like, we prepare like these two, you know, folders for, you know, our what? Folders.
No,
For our guys, you know, it has all the information about all the ladies that they're going to meet, you know, all their profiles in details with the pictures. It has our Russian course and then the Russian course that Maria, our wing woman, wrote. So we try to do it like very personal. That's why we're not taking like many guys. That's why we're not doing it like often. You know, we want to do it like that it works. So answering the question, what is the success rate? You know, the success rate will be depending on us.
Maybe we'll do. Maybe okay. Oh, that's what it was about, wasn't it? What we're talking about.
What?
The success rate. What we're talking about. We always get off track.
But I'm just saying that, you know, like it all depends on the guy as well. Like I can set you up with the best ladies, with the best looking ladies, everything. But if you fuck it up, like if you're not doing what I advise you, of course I can't make a decision for you. Of course I can't, you know, tell you what to do and how to do. But if you follow what I tell you, you will be successful.
Yeah,
and I can, you know, about that, I can say 100%, honestly.
Yeah, success rates are bullshit. And this is why the thing that really sucks about this is that one company that we know has like 80% success rate. Oh, hello, another company comes out and says, well, we have 90% success rate. So now the way that they're trying to get sales is by increasing the success rate, which is bullshit because like what? Okay, well, should we have like 110% success rate? Like our guys get married twice or something like that. So success rates have nothing to do with you at all. You know, this is one of the reasons why I stopped talking about my relationships and why we keep our personal life out of, you know, what we put on YouTube, because it has no relevancy at all. Like we had one guy one time in the comments saying, oh, you know, I'm never going to trust Striker because he's not married yet. And I was like, okay, well, who are you going to trust? I'm going to trust someone that like has already been married, as if that somehow somebody is married somehow helps you to get married. Just think about how ridiculous this is, right? Someone who's already married has some sort of secret that he can pass on to you, who's not him, and you can get married to a woman who's not his wife. It's absolutely absurd. And like, unfortunately, because a lot of these agencies, they use the fact that they're married to entice you into like, oh, you can get a hotter, younger, a hotter, younger wife like I have. You just got to give me money and you can get one too, is absolute friggin' bullshit, okay? And it pisses me off when I see it. You have no correlation. Your life has no correlation to their life. Your wife has no correlation to that one as well. It's just a sales tactic. It's just bullshit. It's like the, you know, the stockbroker or the, you know, the get rich quick scheme on the internet who's got the Lamborghini in the background. That's all they're doing. They just got a younger 20-year age gap with a, you know, she's the Lamborghini in the background saying, hey, you know what? You know, if you want this, you let me know. But look at the factors that go into these relationships. There's so many. You know, it has nothing to do with your success at all. And think about it this way. One of the funniest things is that the guy who said that was like, I'm going to trust someone who's been married for 10 years. I was like, oh, who's that? And he didn't say, but I knew who he was thinking of. And I was like, if only you knew the truth about that relationship the same way we do, you'd realize how ridiculous it is. But here's the other thing also is that, yes, okay, you trust this person because they're married and you're going through the process. What happens when they get divorced? Does that mean you're going to get divorced? Because it must mean you're going to get divorced as well, right? Because they're married and you're following them, now they're divorced. It has nothing, no matter what happens to anyone else, has nothing to do with you. It's just too many variables. That's why you cannot like go with someone because they're married or because they're, you know, they have some secret to success, secret sauce or whatever. Just go and do it, and you'll have a journey. You'll figure it out along the way. We'll tell you if we'll give you the advice, the best advice from our knowledge as well. Maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't. If not, try again. That's just the way that it is.
And you know, like I know that the worst thing that you can tell it to men and like that really turn them off a lot. it's like when the ladies say, just don't lie to me, talk honestly, say the truth. I know that guys get offended, like, oh, is she thinking that I'm a liar? Like, is she thinking that I'm like not good or what? Honestly, it's also what I request. Like, I want you to be honest with me, because if the guy is like talking like, oh, Luba, look doesn't matter to me, I don't care, I just want her to have a good heart. And then when I start sending him like profiles of like real ladies that I think, according to my knowledge, he say, no, but can she be like 10 years younger, or can she, I mean, it's not happening like a lot, but I just want you to be very honest with yourself, what you're looking for. And again, like getting back to the age gap, I just like so many times already repeated that, but it's not because I want or don't want to do that. Every single Ukrainian lady, when somebody will ask her like, what is the age gap that you're looking for, what is the biggest age gap that you you can accept, she would say 10 years. Like, there would be, it's not even 1% of the ladies who would say, oh, I don't care. What they tell you in the letters, it is not reality. When the lady is saying, like, if she's like 25 and you're 65, and she say, but you look so good. We recently talked to the guy who was doing the letter writing, and he said, I got suspicious. We said, like, why did you call us? Like, when did you get suspicious when you're talking with this girl? And she said that, like, I love you so much, it doesn't matter. She said, I kind of like, I don't have a picture in my profile. And she said that I look very good. So think about that, right? He doesn't have a picture in his profile. She just tried it, like, because she's not even checking, like, the interpreter, the guy who is like writing this letter, is not even like care about that. They just write whatever they want to write. So this is the reality. This is like what is actually you need to do to be successful. You need to follow some kind of algorithm that we have. And yes, Ukrainian ladies can be sometimes difficult, and sometimes it's hard to explain to the guy, you need to buy this flower for this lady, and I think that for this lady would be better if you get this one. So that's why when we do the tour, I know for sure that the guy will do everything. It's not that I'm like, he's my puppy and I'm training him. No, but the dating in Ukraine and dating in the West, it's different. And we've been even like with one guy, he was laughing because I was telling him about the opening the door, and he said, but Ukrainian ladies are walking so fast. They're walking so fast, and I can't even open the door. I said, but this is what Ukrainian, like, this is kind of like a shit test for the, for the man. She wants you to walk faster. She wants you to open. For her, it is part of qualification. If you qualify a lady by how she dress on a date, like what she do, what she eat, what she talk about, if she laughing, if she not, for her, it's like this detail that she's looking for. And that is what important. And like, I don't like to promise anything. I don't like to guarantee anything, but honestly, I know that if you're following like our method, like, it will work out. I will do from my side, I'm doing the best to arrange you these dates with the ladies that you would like to meet, right? The good part about that you will come and you will know what kind of lady you're meeting, when you're meeting, where you're meeting. So I have a full schedule. And we really ask you, if you're coming and you want me to help you, like, we ask you to like 1 month, maybe even a little bit more in advance, join us, because like, I've been setting up these dates. It's difficult, right? Like, so at the moment, like, I'm arranging 30 dates, and I'm doing this, so I need to, place and time and like everything, like, to not compare with anybody, not meet anybody. So it's difficult, but I know that guys are meeting the ladies, exactly the ladies that they want to meet. And the ladies know as much as they need about the guys to be interested in meeting. I do not, I promise you, I have never arranged any date, like, since the Hard Rocket, or like, just go, just, he's okay, he's over, just go. Like how I was doing that before, when, the agency was like ready to pay money, for the girl just to go. We've been talking to the guy that was going to go with one company, and he said, I'm gonna meet my 5 top ladies. And I say, guess how? And he was like sitting there thinking like, oh, you think they would? So I mean, it's obvious. And we never, like, we have such a big variety of ladies. We have so much ladies that I know that from these ladies, I will definitely find the one that, I mean, this amount of ladies that you will be interested in and really be excited about meeting them.
Yeah, the key to it is networking. And like Luba used to do it with her clients. So she used to work for these agencies that were, I guess, not so good, let's say that. But with her clients, she would always make sure everything was okay. So she made all these contacts, right? So that's kind of like what we've extended the way Heart Rocket runs at the moment. With we just had a call like half an hour before this one here, and the client who's going to sign up with he's going to sign up with the Rocket Match, I believe. He said, so what happens with the whole matchmaking process? Like, I just, you do actual matchmaking? And I said, yes. And I said, we're different from other companies that say, hey, here's a website with thousands and thousands of ladies on here, and you just choose which ones you want, and we'll ask them if they can meet with you. Really what they're saying is like, are they real? Will the agency allow them to meet? So the way that it works with us is there's an actual process. You have to fill out like a big questionnaire. We have another talk with you. We try and understand what your goals and your values are in life, and we try and match that. And like Luba has to work with like, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 at any one time managers from these other agencies or social groups to put out the feelers and say, well, this is our client here. This is who he is. He lives in this country here. He's hoping to live here, and work through it that way. And it takes about 1 month prior to the guy coming. This is not like, like one of these other letter writing type sites who they say, hey, don't write letters, just come over. If you write to them 2 days before you come over, they'll say, hey, yeah, we've got like 10 ladies ready for you, So the whole thing is it takes a long time. There's a lot of backwards and forwards that goes on. One of the main reasons why we changed the whole way Heart Rocket, I guess, worked is because we were constantly overseeing every single date to make sure that not one guy ever got scammed. And even before, when there was like 27 guys like in that like 2 months, they were organizing dates through like 12 or 13 agencies at the time. Luba was overseeing the whole thing, and we weren't getting paid for it. We were just like so worried about these guys doing something stupid, or doing something stupid, going with their heart, following a beautiful lady with a couple of big hearts as well, right? Two big hearts, but at some point in time, he was going to get scammed, or one guy was going to get scammed, and it would make us be like on the internet, Striker and Luba said to use this, and so we changed it. And my biggest fear, like if you guys can imagine this, like from 2 or so years ago when I started my channel, was to make sure that guys understand the truth, okay? And that's no different to what it is now, is to understand the truth. The fact that what are you pointing at? Oh. But it's no different to what it is now. It's just the difference is that I understand it more, and now we have like a method to help you guys out there. So my philosophy has not changed at all, and we haven't had, how many scams have we had to date? How many?
What?
How many scams have we had to date?
We don't have to date anybody.
How many scams have we had today? This is the thing that I'm proud of. This for me is like an achievement. It's like zero.
This one is like that we removed, that we didn't meet. I mean, we didn't meet her. Like the girl who was insisting on restaurant.
Tonight?
The one before, that she was telling only to her restaurant.
Yeah, but that's not a scam.
No, I mean, it could be, because when the guy is doing it himself, what is happening? The guys say, I will give it a try. I will, maybe it's not
I want to see. I'll do it and I'll see. Okay, so here's the thing. It's like, if something is happening, like what I was talking about before, is like something's happening over here on the scam, we can see it. Like it's so, like this one tonight with this lady is like, oh, don't worry about it, Luba. I'll organize this. Luba's like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Like, who does she think I am? Like, really, like, so it's like,
I just always pretend that I'm very
stupid. Oh, really? You want to go to which restaurant do you want to go to? Oh, okay. So we then ring the client, and he's a client, but he's like ex-tour client. So we still look out for them. But it's like, but actual scams to date. That's what I was getting at. How many scams to date?
No.
Zero. So zero. So we've had a lot of guys come through Rocket Match, through.
I don't worry about scammers anymore, because we decided that we're not going to do the videos. Like, I don't really worry about that. No, we do care. I just don't deal with them. But like what I'm saying is that I want to get back to that. We just recently talked with Striker almost all day about that success rate. Yes, people like numbers. People like to know that the weather tomorrow will be sunny. The weather tomorrow will be like, 65 Fahrenheit. And they want to know that. I understand. I completely, I also the same. And, sometimes like I wash my car because like I see that tomorrow will be sun, but we never like, and then, it's already rained. So what I'm trying to say is that a lot of things depends on you. And I have a couple at the moment that, I think that, the support that we created, it's very important. I don't know how much people at the same time I can help, because it's like, it's exponential, like grow and grow and grow. but I will try to stop, like if I see that we have, because like every client is special for me now. Every client, I know maybe too much about like every single case. I know the problems, I know the good stuff, I know everything. I know, and it's important that people trust me, even though it's like guys, usually gentlemen who are older than me, and they trust me enough to say all their concerns, worries, problems, and etc. And sometimes the issues become so stupid, honestly, so like you would never pay attention to this in US.
Yeah.
And the problem is that because people are very vulnerable, when it is real, people are vulnerable. When it is real, people worry a little bit extra. And the issue, guy is like incredible guy, just really incredible. And he got mad. I mean, you may think, oh, what an asshole, like what a weak man. No, trust me, he is not. He got very upset with a woman because of the movie that she liked, and like he checked this movie. So it was a movie that the lady liked, and she said, "What did you do tonight?" And she said, "I was watching this movie, and I really liked it. It was a good movie." So he decided to read about this movie and watch it, and he was upset about that movie. And so he didn't want to, like he said, Luba,
He
like,
read too much.
He read too much into that, and sometimes it happening with the woman as well. Sometimes it happening with the woman as well. So the lady, I'm sorry, just reading too much into that. And so if I would not jump into that and say like, hey guys, like recently you're being ridiculous, like it's funny, like just, she doesn't mean that, he doesn't mean that, you're right. And they said, right. And sometimes you think, I'm adult man, I want to my own relationship, I want to just, I want to keep it like on my own, like why do I need Luba? If you think so, great. I mean, I don't mind. I'm happy about that. But it's very important to have somebody on the side who can help, and like, and for me, the very good indicator of the relationship, it's when the way how the woman is treating me, even though it sounds a little bit funny. Oh, mama. Yeah, so how the lady is treating me, because if I see that, like, but it never happened yet, before on other companies, on other tours, like the lady were like trying to get rid of me because I was like, how you see, how you
the disease.
No, COVID. How you call the person
who
is like
COVID-14?
No, tell me how the people call, like if I've seen that somebody was
witness.
Yeah. So for them, they didn't want to, because they understand that I will tell the guy how it is. And nowadays, the ladies are happy if I'm involved. They know that, I will help to arrange like some delivery.
I'm a benefit,
Yeah. And I was so pleased that, I got a call from the lady, and she invited me, for their like engagement dinner. She said, Luba, can you come? Like, would you be available? Would you be in Kiev at that day? For me, it was like not even guy did it, like she did it. And like, I feel so so warm inside, that this is important. And I try to be like, and not just try, like all the clients become friends, and all the ladies become, and I know their problems, I know their like weaknesses, and I know their concerns, because I think I told you the story, one of the couples that we have on a date, they met at the restaurant and they've been sitting like that. So usually, like sometimes guys like to sit across the street, hey, so they like to sit across. And sometimes they like to sit next to each other. Like, honestly, every people is different. We gotta go, but I will quickly say that this is important. So this guy wanted to sit next to her. I know that the guy is absolutely like love to have fun, always teasing somebody, always. I think that I told that already a story, but I will repeat. So he was like always like to have fun, very active, do sports, and etc. And they're sitting talking, a little bit laughing, but it's a like nice restaurant with a view, so they can't do crazy stuff. We went to the restaurant with the ladies, and I always say to the guys, like, guys, don't be offended if I speak Russian. It's nothing bad. I just do my little investigation. And then we went to with her to the restroom, and I say, so what do you think? And she say, Luba, everything is good. I'm just very active lady, like, and I worry that he's a little bit boring. And I look and I say, are you? And I think about everything that we've been doing before we come to this date, like how this guy was just driving me crazy about like everything that we, like how many kilometers, like we usually, like the guys who are on the tour know that I'm crazy about walking. And so 20 kilometers a day, it's like, it's not a limit, sky is the limit. So we walk a lot. We like, if we have time, we don't take taxi, so we just walk and walk. And so after, like I said, trust me, like one thing that you may worry about something else, but do not worry about that he's boring or not active. after the day, I say, what do you think? Like, how you think? He said, she has beautiful eyes, like really communication were great.
Yes.
But I just worried that she's a little bit, like I was laughing, but
a little bit boring.
I just worry that she's a little bit boring and not active for me. And I was like, and I say like, listen, like it's funny, but she told me the same. So the next day I said, you know what, we should do something. So we went to this crazy like golf, like mini golf and dancing, like where you have a screen and you have to repeat dances. They have so much fun, and they've been like, they just like, like this what we call this like, closeness and narrow, when you create some memories together. And in that day, she looked at him like all she was worried about is about his activeness. And it's good that she told me that, because if I would not know that, maybe we would arrange another date, like in some coffee shop and eat some desserts. And again, like she would probably think, oh, he's boring. And he would think the same. But because I knew this one little details, like this couple, like I just saw how the chemistry and relationship like started there, because all she was worried about his activeness. And she was like, like this bunny with the heart eyes, like she looked at him, what he's doing in this mini golf. It was just incredibly good. So
can I just say there, and I think that is actually very powerful, because when a lot of guys come over to Ukraine, they, regardless of who they are normally, they think that maybe they need to be something else. They need to be this other sort of person, like strong, more I don't know, what's the word, like masculine person, more quiet, not with a sense of humor, because sense of humor may be seen as a little bit stupid because of things that they've read online before. This is the difference between going and doing it by yourself and having Luba become best friends with the girl that is with the woman that is on a date. So Luba has this way of like becoming best friends with the woman that's on the date, and she'll tell everything. What's happened to her, things that she wouldn't tell to the guy, then obviously she can go back to the guy and say, hey, look, this is what's happening here. It's good, it's bad, whatever. She can then go back to her. And of course, the woman that he is wanting to date is talking to a Ukrainian woman who is saying, she's like, when we say the wing woman, it really is like the wingman. If you guys really understand what a wingman was supposed to do back in the day, he was supposed to talk up his friend. Oh, you should see how he is when he's like playing an instrument. He's the best. The wingman is supposed to talk up the value of his, the man. That's his job. That's what the wing woman does.
Guys, we really have to go now, but
yes.
I want to point this. Who subscribed to our Telegram channel with this avatar? Guys, it's not even funny. I will check.
It was me. You kicked me out. I come back as teddy bear.
Please, guys, it's very important. Like, the Telegram is also like part of qualification as well. I can advise you, like I can text you.
Actually, we're going to make a rule here. If you don't have a real photo of yourself,
I will delete you.
We'll delete. And if I can here's the thing, because if I can reverse image search it and find who, we'll delete it. Because we've had we started a Telegram group as like something that was like interesting for guys that are interested. We've had like a couple of idiots that have
teddy bear,
kind of like opposition, I guess you could call it, that jump in there to try and like see what we're doing.
And I delete them.
Yeah, and we delete them straight away.
But dear, if you have a picture of teddy bear, I again show it hiding the name, or like no picture at all, I will delete you from the group. I want this group to
that's fair.
Because
that's fair.
I assume that the guys who are joining the group, they're planning to come to Ukraine. I want to give valuable information to valuable
people. It's not a peephole.
No.
It's not a peephole.
No. It's important because I put my personal stuff there, like we put like our everyday life, what we're doing.
How personal? You're getting it confused with your OnlyFans page.
So
joking, she doesn't have an OnlyFans page. It was a joke. I'll edit that part out.
So anyway, guys, we hope that you enjoyed this video. I didn't expect, like we said, we're just gonna jump there on for 20 minutes. Yeah, hour and a half.
Can I just say here, I just want to pay huge respect for Ernie, right? Ernie Sanchez.
It's my friend.
Oh, you know Ernie?
Yes.
Huge respect for him, like Mike. Oh no, Kiros. He's I just like, actually, I'm going to say this here. So Kiros, he contacted us. I won't go too much into it. A month or so ago. I know. And he wants to come on the tour. We've set him some goals for himself, and then we would take him with us, and he would have a freaking amazing time. And he's kind of like posting it here. I don't think he's saying too much about it, but Ernie is like fully supporting this dude, and I fucking respect that. That's awesome.
No, Ernie is a very good guy. I know him for many years.
Yeah. Solid. Ernie, Actually, you guys should like exchange like like whatever messaging apps, because Kudos, really good guy. Like straight away, we were like, man, your personality is like on point. The ladies will love you. You just got to do a little bit of work first, and we will book you in for, when do we do it? Like August, September. In some sense, I don't like our policy on like how we don't like put stuff on YouTube, because I reckon that Kiros would be really like motivation for so many people. Maybe he can start his own channel and do it, but whatever. We got to go, man. We got to pick up someone from the airport.
Yeah, but thank you so much.
Please provide OnlyFans name, OnlyFans page name for mine or for Luba's. Well, I can do mine. It's Striker at OnlyFans.
Guys,
it's only like $4 a year.
$4. Guys, thank you so much. Please, I appreciate that you joined Telegram channel. Another, like the guy who would be number 200 will get a free call as well. It's like your hate when I say like things like that. This like cheap marketing.
Hang on. I'm the one giving out free calls, and you're like, stop it. He didn't even turn up. Why'd you give out a free call? I was like, well, I don't know. I thought he was going to turn up for the call.
Yeah, I mean,
if we give out free calls, like, please turn up for the call.
Yeah, please.
Please, like, it makes us not want to give out free calls,
Yeah.
Turn up for the call. Anyway, well, we got to go. We got to get to people.
Yeah. So, guys, thank you so much. We hope that it was kind of enjoyable, and
it was for me.
I'm glad. Okay, so we see you
for once.
Yeah, I just say again that Ukraine going into lockdown, but we have the guys that we're going on a tour, and I'm doing something absolutely crazy, and I will definitely keep you posted on Telegram, and in about 2 weeks when we do the live video again about how was that dating during the full lockdown. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the Telegram group, get my Russian course, get ready for the summer, and we see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Well, I'm supposed to look up here, right?
Yeah.
Bye.